Thought I heard that. Let me see. Put that. Make sure you put that. Put the attendance thing.
Yeah, right now.
All right. If you got any questions on that pertaining to brotherhood, let me know.
Come on, concept.
All right. Let's give the Lord a hand real quick. Back at it again.
Right.
Another brotherhood class. You know what I mean? It's always good to make it through another week, especially being a black man.
Right.
You already know the death and destruction we face every day out here in society. And of course, being a black woman as well. When I say black, I mean all the tribes. For the simple people that think I'm just talking about Negroes. You understand what I'm saying? So it's always good to be back at it. You know what I'm saying? Israelite School UPK. Priest notes says SHALAM. I'm gonna hold the class down today. What's going on with you? How y'all feeling?
Tawab.
Everything's done. Y'all Tawab? I know that. I know y'all lying, but it's all right. You know what I mean? And I know y'all lying. You know what I'm saying? I'm Tawab. You know what I'm saying? None of you a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You ain't Tawab. You're making it. You know what I'm saying? You warring out here. You know what I'm saying? So that's how beat down we are. You be messed up. I'm Tawab. You know what I'm saying? Brother, jammed up, hungry, broke. You know what I'm saying? Sad, lonely, depressed. I'm 12. Damn, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how we strong out here. You know what I'm saying? Give yourselves a hand. You know what I'm saying? Strong out here. Got the on your back. I'm 12. You know what I'm saying? Most high in Christ. You know what I'm saying? Damn right. We all right. You know what I'm saying? We making it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, you know, y'all see what's going on out here. What's been going on in the news? Anything specific been going on? What's been going on out there?
You got the Slovakia, sir, if I may.
Please.
You got the pastor who peed on the.
Oh, yeah. I seen that on Commander YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor. You know what I'm saying? The oppressive pastor pissing on passengers. You know what I'm saying? Damn. You know what I'm saying? Word. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Pissing on the past. Yeah, you got to be real. You got to be absolutely insane. You know what I'm saying? To get up on the plane. You know what I mean? I'm not, you know, this my first time flying on a plane was just recently going out to Houston. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was, that was the first time on a plane, all of that. It don't look like a place you can just pull your rod out and just start pissing on nobody. It don't look like it. It don't look like it to me. You know what I'm saying? So he pulling the rod out, pissing on her since she sleep. Messing up that good old front lace wig, you know what I'm saying? Pissing all on her. You know what I'm saying? She thinks she, in a swimming pool or something, her dream or something.
Right.
Go ahead, brother.
Slovakia, if I may, the sad part about the whole situation is she didn't do nothing. That's how much Christianity she has in her head that she sees a white rod in front of her and she has to respect the people.
Yeah, respect the people. Like, damn. She screamed.
Respect it.
If I'm not mistaken, the sister screamed when she saw it. Like, he still shook it off. You know what I'm saying?
Slovakia, if I made it, that was a brother. He got kicked in his nuts.
Well, yeah, it was a brother. He would have caught a major beat down, and his face would have been all on the news. You know what I mean? All on the news. You know, a lot of wickedness going on out here. You know what I'm saying? I also seen. I heard on the show, Commander YAHANNA show yesterday, Black Watch, of course. Y'all subscribe to that, of course. Black Watch, Commander YAHANNA. Heard on the show where little girl was being molested out there, you know what I'm saying, during the whole virtual teaching and all of that. Some disgusting, filthy bastard came in there, was molesting and all of that. I seen he got arrested. He was some 18-year-old, you know, homosexual, sexual deviant. He was a brother, you know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of sexual deviance is floating around, a lot of evil floating around. But you see the difference between how a black man gets persecuted quickly. Like that brother got arrested quick. His face got put on the news quick. You know what I'm saying? Rightfully so. That white pastor that pissed on it all. It might take a little time. You know what I'm saying? I think they did find him, find his picture and found him. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So like if I may, sir, that was the brothers. I was watching him doing good work. They
didn't
mention the pastor's name in the article.
Yeah, they ain't mention his name and none of that. You know what I'm saying? They had to go search. You know what I'm saying? High and low, huh?
And to piggyback on the brother, and how I read it, it said the FBI didn't want to let loose his name.
Of course not. Of course not, because they want to sweep this under the rug. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know what I'm saying? They want him to be able to go back to his church, wherever he's at, and continue to preach. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Go back wherever go out there, wherever, and keep doing what he's doing. You understand? So, you know, we got the piss going on. We got the brother, you know, raping his, you know, little 7-year-old. I don't know if it was family member or not. Can't recall. You know, we got that going on. We also got this voting thing going on too. You know what I'm saying? I hear, you know, at the slave, everybody talking about the voting. You know, I feel like I feel good to be in the UPK. You know what I'm saying? It feel real good to be in the UPK because I sit there and just listen. I'm in the break room and they just been there talking, going, and Biden and Trump and the Democrats. And I just be sitting there like, I just listen. You know what I'm saying? I don't interject. I don't throw my opinion out there because I probably run everybody out this room. You know what I'm saying? So I just be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Listening to them. They all sound foolish. Let me tell you something. You can work at a job, right? And you'll have a supervisor or a manager, you know what I'm saying? Or I don't like to use the word boss, you know what I'm saying? But you know, a higher up. And because they higher up in their job, they think they smarter than you all across the board. You know what I'm saying? Like they smart, they can cook better than you. You know what I'm saying? They can drive better than you. They can, cause they're your boss. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let me tell you something. These motherfuckers, they be dumb as hell. You know what I'm saying? But they might be good at their job. Outside that job, they dumb. You know what I'm saying? They dumb. Go ahead.
And to piggyback off of what you say, I had a conversation with like a Christian woman, and she's very educated. Like she teaching me how you like, I forgot the word when you get a business proposal. Like she tell me like things that you gotta do, but she like, after Trump, I'm going with Biden. I said, right. It's the same people. And then I'm sending her pedophile stuff with Biden, and she blocked me.
Of course you're gonna block her. She don't want to hear that. You're wasting your time. You know what I'm saying? You're wasting your time. You're better off arguing with that bookshelf over there. You know what I'm saying? You got a better chance. You might be able to turn it into a cabinet or something you keep prophesying to. But to change her mind, you're shit out of luck. Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? It's a lost cause. You know, you might just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I see this voting thing going on, and I heard one brother. He said, Benjamin, my brother, he said, "Look, you got to pick the lesser of the evils." You know what I'm saying? Like you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? I had a brother. I had a brother of mine. I seen post something. He talking about voting. Had an ancestors died for the voting. And all, you know, ancestors died for voting. You know what I'm saying? They died for breathing too. You know what I'm saying? They died for a lot of reasons. You know what I'm saying? But they died to keep marriages together. You know what I'm saying? They died for brotherhood too. But voting stands out. You know what I'm saying? That they died for that. But anyway, this brother done sold more drugs than you understand what I'm saying? He done sold drugs, got locked up for the drugs, and all of that, But he talking about what his ancestors fought for voting. You understand? When he was willing to sell drugs to his ancestors' children. You understand what I'm saying? He was willing to do that. He was willing to destroy lives. But now it's voting time, and it's like, yo, you gotta go out. Now he dropping knowledge on voting. I wanted to type in, nigga, shut up. You know what I'm saying? But I just kept scrolling because it's a lost cause, no need to. You know what I'm saying? You know, just left it alone. But the point was, he was on to get rich. And when that road stopped, now it's vote. If you want to change the community, we need to vote. Not stop selling dope. Not stop with the PCP. Not stop with the K2 or the perks or none of that. He ain't mentioning that. He ain't mentioning kicking the boys out the neighborhood. He ain't mentioning none of that. He talking about voting. You know what I'm saying? 2 rich white men is what's going to make us get out of the situation. Because his mind is saturated with money. Now, money, you know what I'm saying? And he may not think so. He may not think in his mind, but it's all about money. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta vote because they'll fix us. There ain't one rich white man, that's true. There ain't one white man, period. But name somebody rich who fixed us. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta give a little. Everybody hate LeBron James. I'm not really into all of that. You know, the nigga play basketball. You know what I'm saying? You know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? I don't know, whatever. You know, man, forget LeBron. Like, yo, he throw a ball through a hole. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to forget him. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know what I mean? Whatever. He plays a sport. You know what I'm saying? So, but I respect him because I respect his efforts. Say because he's trying to fix schools and do this and do that, and he, you know what I'm saying? He's doing a little something. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but he's rich. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't fully been tested yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, he hasn't been tested. I mean, take away his career and his money and all that, and let's see if he really stand with niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know me anyway. If you ain't standing next to me holding post or at this camp or at any camp in the UPK, you ain't doing you ain't doing nothing to me anyway. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how many millions you got, but how can the rich save us or help us? They can't. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing they can do for us. And a lot of brothers and sisters, they feel like finances and things like that is what's going to bring us up out of this situation, bring us up out of this hell. It's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? You can talk to one of these black folks, say, what can we do as a people? First, brother, we need to get our own banking system, you know what I'm saying, and finance, brother. And no, nigga, please. You know what I'm saying? How can you do that and you don't like the man next to you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How can you do that and you don't like the sister? You got a problem with the sister. She too loud or too whatever. You got a problem with her. You don't like this brother. You know what I'm saying? That's going to fix something. Finance ain't going to fix a goddamn thing. Brotherhood fixes these things.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Brotherhood and sisterhood is what fixes these problems. This is what can provoke the Most High to send our king back to destroy this place. Brotherhood is what's going to destroy the society.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Not being rich. You understand? Let's go to Proverbs real quick. Go to Proverbs chapter 22 and start at verse 1.
Proverbs chapter 22, verse 1. Or I can have it.
Come.
Or I can have it.
What was it, Chef? Again, Chef?
Proverbs 22, verse 1. All right?
A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches.
Say it again.
A good name.
A what?
A good name.
What does it mean to have a good name? That's pretty straightforward.
A strong reputation.
Right, a strong reputation, a good reputation. You understand? A good reputation is what you need out here. Commander YAHANNA has a good reputation.
Right.
How do we know he has a good reputation? Because we see the fruits of his labor. I see you in here. You know what I'm saying? I see these brothers in here. I see Captain Mashak, and I see Captain Nakai, and I see the lowest ranking trooper getting crates and getting this, that, and the other at barbecue. So I see him. So I know his reputation must be good because there's men that's willing to follow him, that's willing to change their lives, and so forth and so on. You understand what I'm saying? A good reputation is what we need in here. A good reputation is better than having good credit.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Better than having good credit. This is what black folks need, a good reputation. How do you get a good reputation? What's some things you can do to have a good reputation? Just go ahead.
Slakia, sir. Follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
That's true. That's true. That's absolutely true. Follow the law, statutes, and commandments. But I want you to think about your neighborhood, where you grew up at. How do you have a good reputation? Reputation where they're scared, not a reputation where you put a good reputation. Of course.
You could be a man of your word.
Right. You could be a man of your word. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you say you do what you say what you mean. What's another way you can just have a good reputation?
By having manners, sir.
You can by having manners, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Being a good brother towards being a good
brother. You know not to steal. They know you don't rape. They know there's always a brother that like, now that's just little Wilson. He just going to work, man, riding his bike, you know what I'm saying, going over there to go to work. He got a good reputation. He don't get mixed up, you know what I'm saying? He ain't stealing, he ain't shooting, go ahead.
I'll give it, since you said that, basically not being a follower.
Right, you know what I'm saying, not being a follower, you know what I'm saying? You can have a good reputation. People will trust you. They'll leave you in their home by yourself, or they trust you to date their child. You know, when I say child, of course, you know I'm talking about, you know, of dateable age, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can have a good reputation. Nobody says, yo, my man, you know what I'm saying? Yo, what's your credit score? Nobody's interested in Kawak's credit score. They want to know that you don't rape kids, you know what I'm saying? That you're not going to steal, you're not going to sleep with my wife. You know what I'm saying? When I turn around, you're not going to stab me in my back. You're not going to, you know, talk gossip about me. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to cheat me. A good reputation is better than good credit. A good reputation is better. There's plenty of brothers in the neighborhood. Just think about the neighborhood. They got money. They got money. You know they got money. You can see what they're wearing and what they're doing and what they're driving. Who they screwing. You can see who got money. That don't mean they got a good reputation though. You know what I'm saying? Somebody want their head. Then there's some brothers that nobody wants their head. You know what I'm saying? Right? So you just have a patient. You understand what I'm saying? Of course you can still be hated somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But a good reputation is better than riches. It's better than having good credit. You understand? You go get a car, get a house, and so on and so on. But when that car is gone and that house is gone, your credit score don't give you no pass to walk through here. Your good reputation. In the UPK, you don't stay in the UPK or get accepted into the UPK because you got a high credit score. You know, the Boys to Men was in here at one point in time. Method Man was in here at one time. RZA and all of them, they was in here at one time. Guess what? They're gonna sweep and mop and like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Right. They're gonna sweep and mop and fold the chairs and unfold the chairs, and you're gonna do what everybody else did in here. You're gonna do what Commander YAHANNA did in here. You're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Who cares about your riches? Your good credit score don't mean a goddamn thing. A good reputation means everything.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Let's read it again.
Okay. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 1. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches.
You understand? You need to have a good reputation, a good name. Riches don't mean nothing. You understand?
Right.
Be a brother to your brother. Right. That's better than having money.
Right. You
understand? You can be broke and still eat and sleep and go on about your day if you got a good reputation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a brother that be outside the school. Let me tell you about this brother. You know, he be outside. You know, he live outside, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But to me, he got a good reputation because he might say, you got a couple of dollars or whatever the case may be. One time I gave him give him like a 20 or something. He was like, nah, that's too much. I just want to get a coffee. You know what I'm saying? Right. I just want a coffee. You know what I'm saying? I just need like $2 or $3 to get a coffee.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I was like, if I probably give it to him every time, you know what I'm saying? Because not just that one time, but there's been a few times where he, you know what I'm saying? I need help him take your garbage out. He's, you know what I'm saying? He's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He's in his situation. he might be shunned off by the world,
Right.
but not to the UPK. You know, so he's not shunned off.
Right.
We told him to come on in here and get something to eat, whatever the case may be. You understand what I'm saying? But he has a good reputation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he don't. I'm not saying he got no money. I don't know what the brother got, to be honest with you. But if you would assume, you know what I'm saying, or
Right.
it would be perceived that he may not have, you know, may not be financially stable at the time, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
But he has a great reputation. That goes far.
Right.
You understand? Keep reading.
Come on, God. In loving favor rather than silver and gold.
What does it mean to have loving favor rather than silver and gold? Just think about your neighborhood. What's loving favor over silver and gold?
If I may, sir, loving favor is like basically who you are.
Yeah.
Right? And when the people look at you, there's a like a sense in them that makes them care about you.
Okay, you're right. You on to it. You on to it. You know what I'm saying? I want a practical, you know, you know, the universal practical. I want a practical example of what the scripture just said. Go ahead.
Like to be back off what you were saying with the brother, like loving favor, how the brother knows that he can cover you and he can get a little something to help him if he needs to. He knows that you'll be able to look out for him. Like being in the neighborhood, knowing that you Jones' house and get a nap because Jones love you, you know? Like,
there you go. That's the love and the favor right there. I can go to no word, get a brother here. You know what I'm saying? And look, that's what we need in the neighborhood. Right. No favor. You can go to the store and possibly like, yeah, go get what you need, and he'll hold the tab for you. That's how it used to be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you get your mom's get a little something, a little check or whatever, you go, you know, pay Pedro and give him his little tab money, you know,
right.
Whatever. Like, you know, that's what we need in the neighborhood is loving favor. I come knock on your door, yo, Kawak, what's up? Yo, do me a favor. You got some sugar?
Right.
Let me, you ready? I got sugar, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As a matter of fact, take this bag. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Loving favor is worth more than having silver and gold.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But the society puts in our brain that you need silver and gold. Right. You know what I'm saying? You need the money. You need the paper. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's why I tell brothers, man, when you feeling discouraged, you down, and you ain't right, come crawl to class.
Right.
Roll. You know, you in school that you either stop, drop, and roll. Just roll, like roll. You know what I'm saying? Just roll here. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just get here because this is the spiritual hospital. This is the spiritual urgent care.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
Lucky if I may, sir. You know, I'm trying to find it. You know, scripture goes good with that right there. The good friend.
Right. And I think it's Ecclesiasticus. It's in Ecclesiasticus. I can't recall exactly where, but yeah, a good friend. You find a good friend in adversity. You know what I'm saying? Paraphrasing. But I believe it's in Ecclesiasticus. You're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. Is good friends, of course. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely need that love and that favor. That's worth more than silver and gold. You know what I'm saying? You can get further in life with loving favor over silver and gold. Now, that's why Christ said, give to Caesar what Caesar's, give to the Lord what's the Lord's. You understand what I'm saying? Caesar want the silver. In this wicked, disgusting society, silver and gold is everything. Right. But to the children of the Lord, you need loving favor. Right. You understand what I'm saying? You need loving favor. That's worth more than silver and gold according to the scriptures. Right. Your good reputation, your good name, who you are, what you stand for, your morals, your principles. Right. You know what I'm saying? The honor that you display, the discipline that you display. You understand? Your mannerisms. Right. All of that ties in to having a good reputation. You understand? And that's exactly what we need out here, man. Is there any more on that?
No,
Go read verse 2.
Gonna come verse 2. The rich and poor meet together. The Lord is the maker of them all.
Yeah, the Lord's the maker of them all. He's the maker of the rich. He's the maker of the poor. You understand what I'm saying? He is the maker of both of them. But once again, silver and gold has nothing to do with your reputation. It has nothing to do with you having a loving favor. You understand? This is what you need overall, rich or poor, whatever your financial status may be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord does that. The Lord's the one that gives you the increase. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that does that. So whatever your financial status may be or may not be, a good reputation is what you need. You understand? And your good reputation brings you loving favor. And that's what you need. Go ahead, brother.
It's not your, is it a good friend or faithful friend?
It could be Ecclesiasticus.
Sir.
It could be a faithful friend. It's a whole thing about the friends. Go ahead.
It's 6 and 14.
6 and 14. Yeah, y'all can bring it out. Y'all want to bring it out? Yeah, got it. Go ahead. Bust it on out.
Ecclesiastes 6 and 16.
6 and 14.
Ecclesiastes is 6 and 14. A faithful friend is a strong defense.
Oh, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? We all know that. I think we went over this in class a couple of times. Well, a faithful friend is a good defense. Not a rich friend. Not a friend with good credit. Not a friend with a good car. Not a friend with a nice house. You know, not that friend. Not that friend that can that's financially stable. A faithful friend. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
A faithful friend. A faithful friend. What does, if you got a faithful friend, what does he have with you already? We just read it though. What does he have with you already?
Love and faith.
He has that, but where did it come from? Because he has a what? He has a good reputation. You know what I'm saying? That's why he's a faithful friend. You calling him a faithful friend because he has a good reputation, and he's gonna get that love and favor because you got a good reputation and you a faithful friend. Let's keep reading that.
Okay.
Cool, I got it.
A faithful friend is a strong defense. And he have found such, and one have found a treasure.
You understand? You found a treasure. You understand? But that stems from a good reputation. You understand? And you build a good reputation by being a faithful friend.
Right.
You understand? You're gonna get the title as a faithful friend if you got a good reputation.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
If you have a good reputation, you're gonna get love and favor. And be counted as a faithful friend, and you'll be counted as a treasure. Right. A treasure. Silver and gold obviously is not a treasure.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Right. We just read about silver and gold, and love and favor is worth more, paraphrase, and worth more than silver and gold. So silver and gold can't be a treasure.
Right.
So in order to have a true treasure, you must have a good reputation.
Right.
Right? The Lord said that we're a peculiar treasure.
Right.
But for us to be a peculiar treasure, we have to obey his laws.
Right.
We got to show ourselves faithful. We have to have a good reputation with him. And then therefore we'll be peculiar treasures. You understand what I'm saying? Let's keep reading. Is there more on that?
That's the end for verse 15, sir.
Let's see what 15 says.
Nothing do contravene a faithful friend.
Yeah, there's nothing that can go against that. Nothing that can counteract against that. Nothing that can stop that. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
And his excellency is invaluable.
That's it. You can't. It's priceless.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's absolutely priceless.
Right.
To have a good reputation amongst your friends and amongst your peers and amongst your people, you're going to bring love and favor. You're going to be counted as being faithful, right. And that is a treasure that is priceless.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with money.
Right.
You understand? It has nothing to do with your credit score.
Right.
It has nothing to do with your townhouse, your condo, or whatever other garbage you feel is you I know there's good brothers right over here on Ward's Island. There's great brothers over there.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? There's great brothers over here, and there's great sisters somewhere in Bedford Correctional Facility somewhere. There's great. Yo, you ever? I don't even know what I should say. You ever deal with a good sister, but she live in the projects though.
Right.
But you go to her house and she just make it feel like you are in a mansion. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, she just, the air conditioning is on blowing. She's cooking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She just make it just comfortable.
Right.
You in the projects. You know what I'm saying? Like right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's clean. You know what I'm saying? You might even see a roach crawling across the wall, but you let the nigga live. You know what I'm saying? He got a family too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let the nigga live. You know what I'm saying? He got a family. A little mice just run across the joint. Go ahead, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Get niggas some peanut butter or something. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So like I got way up course. Where we at? I got way up the topic. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Got nostalgic for me. Shit, got me a bit thinking. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot here. Let's scripture again, my brother.
Nothing do Carnival a faithful friend.
Nothing can go against that. Go ahead.
And his excellency is invaluable.
It's invaluable, man. It's priceless, man. You understand what I'm saying? It's absolutely priceless. Read 16.
A faithful friend is the medicine of life.
You understand? That's the medicine of life. Medicine makes you better, ain't it? Don't it make you better?
Right.
So a faithful friend, that makes life better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it stems from having morals, having principles. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Exercising wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Having knowledge and understanding and all these things. These things all contribute to having a good reputation. Having a good reputation leads to being a faithful friend.
Right.
Being a faithful friend is a treasure that's priceless. And it's also good for somebody's life.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, you listen to society, to this wicked, disgusting society, that's not riches. Riches is money. And it comes with a certain kind of attitude. You know what I'm saying? It comes just greedy and nasty. Let's go to 1 John. The book of 1 John and go to chapter 3. Everybody watching, man, like and share. You know what I'm saying? Share this to the world. You know what I'm saying? The white man push crack, let's push class. How's that?
That's right.
You know what I mean? Share that thing. Go out there and share it and push it to the world, man. You know what I'm saying?
What verse is Lucky?
We're going to go to 1 John chapter 3. And let's start at verse 17.
1 John chapter 3, verse 17. Or I can have it. But whoso hath this world's good, and seeth his brother have need, and shutteth up his bowels of compassion from him, how dwelleth the love of God in him?
Now, what does that mean? Let's break that down. All right? Let's break that down real quick. What does that mean? I see, boss. Read it one more time.
Sure. Verse 17. But whoso hath this world's good, and seeth his brother have need, and shut up his bowels of compassion from him.
Stop. What does that mean right there? Go ahead.
It's like, if I may, sir, I believe they're referring to the, but whoso have this world's goods, like being all right and stable in this world, and seeing your brother in need and not showing help and trying to help him.
Right, because you got it, and he needs your help, and you got it.
Right. You
know what I'm saying? That's like it's raining and you got an extra umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't going. You know what I mean? Keep reading.
How dwelleth the love of God in him?
Well, hold on. What does it mean Shut up his bowels of compassion. Go ahead.
Just act like you don't care. Like just turn off the empathy and sympathy for another person.
Right.
Overlooking his trouble.
Not giving a damn about it. You know what I'm saying? Not giving an absolute damn about it. Having absolute no compassion, no nothing towards them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's, you just cut them off. You know what I'm saying? And this is why sometimes it's hard. You might see a brother outside. He might, you got any change or something? You got a pocket full of change. That's 12. You got a pocket full of change, but you ain't giving him none. You're going to get a job, man. You know what I'm saying? You got no compassion for the brother, you know what I'm saying, or the sister. You know what I mean? No compassion whatsoever. If you can, why not? Right? If you can, why not? Right? So keep going.
Verse 18.
After compassion from him.
Compassion from him. How dwelleth the love of God in him?
Yeah, how is God in you if you don't got compassion for your brother?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How is he in you? You know what I'm saying? How do you have the Spirit of the Most High God in you if you don't have compassion? Question, say something, Quash?
Like I mentioned, I wanted to chime in and add on and actually ask for the verse that I was speaking about, where he says that when the Most High says, if a man says that he loves me, but hate of his brother, he is a liar.
What's that? 1 John 3 and 4? Just double check. I think it's 1 John 3 and 4 that says that. You know what I'm saying? And that's true. How can you say you love your brother? Excuse me. How can you say you love God and hate your brother?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That don't even go together. That don't even go together. You know what I'm saying? So you already know the deal on that. There is no compassion. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shalom. Good job, bro. We'll be with you, all right? So anyway, you cannot, cut off your compassion for the Most High God. For your brother, and claim that the Spirit of God is on you. You know what I'm saying? You just can't do it. You're not in the Spirit. You're not in the right spirit doing that by not having compassion. And that's what we lack it, is compassion. And money, believe it or not, the love of money does that. It brings on a lack of compassion. Brothers and sisters, I'm telling you, they sit back and they see the news, they see what's going on, but guess what? It ain't happened to me. It didn't happen to me, so everything's all right because it didn't happen to me. You understand what I'm saying? A lack of compassion. Compassion is not just, I feel bad for, oh man, that's so sad what happened. That's not compassion. You know what I'm saying? You're getting a little itch, a little feeling or something, but that's not having compassion. The question, want to say something?
I believe it's 1 John 3 and 20.
3 and 20? Read it real quick. Now hold on.
If a man say, I love God, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love God whom he hath not seen?
Well, there you go. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're looking for? 1 John 3 and 20. Go ahead.
1 John 4 and 20.
4 and 20. There you go. 1 John 4 and 20. There you go. Most High in Christ. That's it. We're going to dig and scrape and get these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But that was good. Of course, it's a great precept to pull. You know what I mean? And it's a milk scripture, but it's a very powerful milk scripture.
Right.
You understand? Let's keep reading. It was 1 John chapter 3, verse 18 now.
1 John chapter 3, verse 18. I can have it?
Come.
My little children, let us not love in word.
Say it again.
My little children, let us not love in word.
It's easy to say you love. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to say. It's easy to say these things. This is what politicians do. They say they love. You know what I'm saying? When I say love, they claim to have compassion. You know what I'm saying? They claim they want to put together platinum black plans and packages or whatever. And you know what I'm saying? They love hot sauce and all of that and eat salmon cakes or whatever garbage they're talking about. You understand what I'm saying? And it's always, like they got this compassion. They got this, this plan to help the weak of this so-called discussing country. You understand what I'm saying? They love in tongue and they speak it. That's why brothers say you got to just pick one of the lesser evils. You know, so you got to pick one of the lesser evils. And what's the point of picking one of the lesser evils when first of all it's a sin to vote anyway? But if it wasn't a sin to vote, and we were able to vote, what am I voting for? For what? You know what I'm saying? You gonna vote for the punch in the right eye, or you gonna vote for the punch in the left eye? Either way, it's gonna blacken your eye. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're gonna vote for which one? How about neither? How about I just don't get punched in neither one of my eyes? How about that? You understand what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come on, come. Neither in tongue,
Go ahead.
but in deed and in truth.
You gotta love in deed and in truth, which means actions speak louder than words. The rich don't have that. The rich don't love in actions. You know, they love in words and all of that. Because if the rich really loved us, there would be no ghettos.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? The projects would be condominiums. Or places where they can own their apartment and then lease it out if they want to move somewhere else. You know, if the rich really cared, you know what I'm saying? If the rich really cared, there wouldn't be no housing projects, a housing authority, and pissy elevators and pissy hallways, and it wouldn't be certain things going on if the rich really cared. You understand what I'm saying? If they really cared. They really don't care. They say they do. And they say they're going to vote. I mean, we should vote. We should do this and do that. And we should get the money. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so on. The rich are convinced us to get the money. What's the first thing you should do if you're black and when you get the money? Say you live in Brownsville, Brooklyn, you come across $3 million. What's the first thing you're going to do? The first thing.
They tell you to get out the hood.
You're going to get the hell out of Brownsville. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're going to do. That's how much this society has injected the love of money inside of us, that we too scared to even be around our own people with that money. Because a Christian gonna tell you what, you gonna stay around them niggas. Them niggas will kill you. You know what I'm saying? They'll do that. These pastors with these mega churches and they got all that money with the Rolls Royce. They don't live in Tompkins and Bed-Stuy and all of that. They don't live in Queensbridge. They don't live here in Patterson projects. They don't live here in St. Nick's project. They don't live around there. They live somewhere else. They come here and preach and pastor you and all of that, but they don't live here. I'm talking about mega churches. You know, they got the money flowing in. You know what I'm saying? Past the pen. You know what I'm saying? Manicure down, teeth. Look, I got manicured teeth. Teeth shining. You know what I'm saying? They don't live around. They don't live with you. You know, so you know who live with you? Your grandma, who's giving him all her wig money. You know what I'm saying? That's who live. That's who you see. You understand? The rich don't love. They don't love in truth. You understand what I'm saying? They don't love in truth. They just talk. You know what I'm saying? What's that? Verse 18. Let's go to the book of James real quick. Let's go to the book of James. Go to the book of James, chapter 5, the names. Yeah, let's go to the book of James real quick. James chapter 5, and let's start at verse 1.
James chapter 5, verse 1. Or I can have it.
Come.
Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you.
Now that's pretty straightforward. You know what I'm saying? Let's read it one more time.
Go to now, ye rich men.
Now this is talking to rich men, of course, powerful people. You understand? Your Donald Trumps, your Joe Bidens, all your Caucasian politicians and your pastors and what we consider themselves to be worldly rich. Right?
Right.
Go ahead.
Weep
Uh-huh.
and howl.
What does it mean to weep and howl? Weep, of course, means to what? Cry. You know, howl. What do you do when you howl? You cry. That's loud. So you crying and screaming, right? Go ahead and cry and scream. Go ahead.
For your miseries
Uh-huh.
that shall come upon you.
You go and cry and scream now because misery is going to come upon you.
Right.
You understand? Misery is going to come upon America. Misery is going to come upon Donald Trump and Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton, whatever disgusting filthy politician you want to talk about, fine. It's going to come all these mega church pastors that sold out and that don't give a damn about their people. All right, guess what? Misery is going to come to them. Misery's coming. Not it might come, not it shall come, is a possible. It's going to come, right? Keep reading.
Verse 2. Your riches are corrupted.
Ooh, uh-huh.
And your garments are moth-eaten.
Yeah, your riches are corrupted. You know what I'm saying? Soon it's going to be worth nothing. And it's moth-eaten. Soon your riches will be worth absolutely nothing. It's going to be worth nothing. You ever hear somebody say, you know, the dollar's losing its value. And guess what? One day that dollar with that white man's face on it is going to be worth nothing.
Right.
Absolutely nothing. You think when Christ come back, and you think when Christ returned to kill all these heathens that killed all of our people, you think that your money, you think that thing with Benjamin, what's that white boy's name? Benjamin Franklin, with Benjamin Franklin on it, is going to get you right? That's not going to get you to the kingdom. Trust and believe that. You know what I'm saying? Trust and believe that. So your riches mean nothing. It's going to mean absolutely nothing. Keep going.
Verse 3. Your gold and silver is cankered.
Uh-huh.
And the rust of them shall be witness against you.
Now, what does cankered mean? Let's see what the word cankered means.
Cankered.
Uh-huh.
Affected by a malign or corrupting influence.
So, is there more?
As a plant or part of a plant affected by canker.
Just read the definitions.
The
first one really hit it.
So that's the only one.
That was it. All right, read that definition. Go ahead. What you got, Bob? Hold on. What you got?
In the Strong Dictionary, it says to rust down, that is corrode.
Say it one more time.
To rust down and corrode.
Right. Now, to rust down and corrode. It's cankered, meaning it's getting old and rusty. You ever see an old messed up car that's got rust holes all in it? You know what I'm saying? It's over with. You know what I'm saying? It's been corrupted. It's corroding. You know what I'm saying? It's withering away. It means absolutely nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Read your definition again, Shaw.
Cankered, affected by a malign or corrupting influence.
You understand? So something has made this thing just wither away. You understand? It made it worth nothing no more. Rust can do that. You know what I'm saying? Molds can do that. There's plenty of things that can canker a situation. And their money has been cankered. Right there, riches have been cankered. Let's keep going. And it's funny because we're talking about rust and all of that. Let's keep going.
It shall eat your flesh.
After cankered. And
the rust of
and the what?
The rust.
And the what?
The rust.
Go ahead.
Of them shall witness against you.
Yeah, and the rust of it is going to show your money means nothing. So when it's time for them to think they're going to spend their money, they're going to think that their money means something. It's going to show the rust on that money, on the rust on their riches, is gonna be a witness against them to show like, yeah, you ain't worth the spit that come out of my mouth. You understand? Like the scriptures say anyway. You understand?
God.
These so-called rich people will be broken down to spittle.
That's right.
According to the scriptures. Donald Trump is not worth the drool that comes out of the youngest baby born in Israel's mouth.
That's right.
That little young baby that was born in Israel, when I say in Israel, I'm talking about amongst the 12 tribes, that drool that comes out their mouth as a baby is worth more than Donald Trump's life.
Right.
It's worth more than Joe Biden's life.
That's right.
You understand? It's worth more than Mayor Bloomberg or Zuckerman or Bill Gates or whoever you consider to be rich. That disgusting, filthy pastor that sold his soul, that pastor that pissed on that sister, you understand, is worth more. That baby spit and spittle and drool is worth more than they are.
Right.
You understand? Keep reading.
Come on, God. It shall eat your flesh as it were fire.
You understand? It's gonna eat your flesh. It's gonna destroy you. It's gonna absolutely destroy you. Drop down to verse 5 real quick.
Come on, God, verse 5. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth.
You have done what?
Lived in pleasure on the earth.
Now let me ask you a question. Who's living in pleasure on the earth? Not just who, but how. Who's living in pleasure and how are they living in pleasure?
The so-called white man, the oppressor, is living in pleasure off the backs of the 12 tribes of Israel.
Of course, just him though?
And all the other nations of people.
Yeah, oh, how though? How are they living?
You got the taking and benefiting off the youth at all costs. The Asians got all the nail salons, the hair salons, selling all your hair products.
There you go.
You go to the store, the Arabs selling you groceries, all types of nonsense.
Right.
Because you have nothing. Everybody benefiting off of your money and your riches.
What if you want to get an apartment? Who you got to talk to?
You got to talk to the devil.
You got to talk to the devil and the rest of these heathens, right? You want to get an apartment in Harlem? Who you talking? You talking to Tyrone? You ain't talking to Raheem? You know what I'm saying? You ain't talking to them. You talking to you talking to one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Come.
Yeah. Read it again.
But on come verse 5. Ye have lived in pleasure on the earth. And then
hold on. I'm with you, brother. Don't worry. Hold on. Got you. You know what I'm saying? They've been living in pleasure right here on earth. You understand? Right here on earth, they've been living in pleasure. The rich. We're supposed to go vote for them, right? How can a person who's been living in pleasure relate to me?
Right.
How can they relate to me? How about I put my vote in for someone who was not living in pleasure, but is great? How about a black man named Yahawashi Mashiach? The world knows him as Jesus Christ. How about I put my investment into him, put my vote into him? A man who was not rich, but had a good reputation, had love and favor, was worth more than silver and gold, who was priceless. How about I put that investment and vote for my brother? A black man and black woman's life is priceless. Priceless. You know, they kill a black man out here, an unarmed black man. You know, they give his mother a couple $1 million. You know, throw a $3 million. Mm-hmm. According to God, a black man's life is priceless.
Right.
A sister's life, Breonna Taylor's life is priceless. They give you that shut up money.
Go on.
Give you that little hush money. Little $3 million, $5 million. Let me tell you something. In New York State, nigga, that you gonna get you a loft in Manhattan for $3 million. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You ain't living life. You're done. You know what I'm saying? This is New York City. You understand? This is New York. $3 million ain't nothing. Nothing. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't nothing, man. You're gonna get you a little something real quick. And then even if you say, well, I ain't gonna spend it all, I'm just gonna get me a little tiny little little house, you still gonna spend a good $500,000, and that's a shack. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's a shack, and you're gonna spend you about $500,000. You know what I'm saying on that. You understand? They give you that little hush money and all that garbage. And to us, it means something. To the Lord, it means nothing, because a black man, black woman, and child. When I say black, I mean all the tribes. Our lives are priceless. Keep reading.
Come on, God. And been water. Ye have nourished your heart.
And been wanted. You know what I'm saying? What does wanting mean? Okay. Okay, hold on a second. Did you have that already? Give Makwash a hand. Makwash is not playing. Makwash trying to be a captain, I think, already. You know what I'm saying? Brother, moving on up. Go ahead, brother. What's it mean?
In the Strong's Dictionary, it says to be voluptuous, to live in pleasure.
Right. You know what I'm saying? They've been living in pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Like we just read. You know what I'm saying? And been wanting. You know what I'm saying? Living in the lap of luxury. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they've been doing. Keep reading.
Oh God. Nourish your hearts as in a day of slaughter.
You understand? They nourish your hearts as in a day of slaughter. You understand? The Most High God's gonna, of course, they getting it now, but they're gonna really catch it later. You understand what I'm saying? They're gonna catch it later. For the death and destruction and so on and so on. And you mean to tell me in our community, we so eager to get rich. We don't need to get rich in our community. We need to get unified. Right. We need to start loving each other first and then focus on finances. Black Wall Street was more than just having money. You understand? Now they messed up by allowing, white folks to kind of come in and out, whatever the case may be. The Lord wasn't all the way with them. You understand? But it wasn't just, we all had money so we came together. It wasn't. It was the fact that we did not have any money. We all was broke, but we all came together. We forget about the together part. We forget about that part. We forget about the unified part. They just think about Black Wall Street. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Black
Wall Street. Make Black Wall Street great again. Okay. Well, first you got to make brotherhood and sisterhood great again.
Right.
You understand? If you hate your brother, hate your sister, Black Wall Street ain't gonna be great again. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. We're gonna have to learn how to love each other first, and then we can focus on the money. Because when you're dealing with money with folks, what do you need when you deal with money? Trust. You understand what I'm saying? You need trust to deal when you're dealing with money. Because the love of money is what? The root of all evil. You need trust when you're dealing with money and all of that. So in order for us to trust each other with this money, you know what we need? What do we need? We just read it earlier in class.
Good reputation.
You need a good reputation. You understand? We need good reputations. You understand? We need good reputations. We need those morals and those values, and we need to live them, right? So we become as faithful friends. Everything just trickles down in one. You know what I'm saying? Everybody said this Bible is confusing, so it's not. It all trickles down. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a domino effect. You understand what I'm saying? Let's keep reading.
Verse 6. Ye have condemned and killed the just.
Ooh, read that again.
He have condemned and killed the just.
Oh, what does that mean? That's pretty straightforward. He killed the just. He condemned and killed the just. I mean, they doing it right now in America. Ain't they killing the just? Ain't they condemning and killing us? They condemning and killing people. People that's trying to come from another country to come to the land of the free and the home of the brave. They trying to come here to the richest country in the world They're trying to come and sell oranges and pick strawberries and sell flowers. Go ahead, McQuarrie, what you got?
Does it mean that they're taking random brothers and making them guilty of crime they didn't commit and just killing them all?
Yeah, like us. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing that forever. They've been doing that forever. Those some of their ancestors died to vote. They died for being innocent too.
Right.
They died for being absolutely innocent. Did you ever hear of breaking the buck? You know what I'm saying? They jam rod in your rectum just because you was big and strong and looked like you could be a leader. They spread your ass open, spread your butt open and jam rod in you. Maybe kill you. Cut your balls off. Or cut your scrotum off, rather, in your rod and all that. Do all of that to you. You want to talk about voting? You understand what I'm saying? When they used to cut your rod off and put it in a jar so kids and women and children and someone can see it when they go into the store, into that white-only store, and they can see a black man's scrotum in a jar. You understand what I'm saying? This is what they did to us. They condemned and killed the just. They did that. Keep reading.
And he doth not resist you.
Yeah. Say it again.
It's not resist you.
Yeah, and it's gonna happen to them too. You know what I'm saying? Don't think it's not gonna. These things are not gonna come back upon their head. You know, so this is what the rich, and this is what our people in the neighborhood are so eager to be. They're eager to be like these people. They're eager to be like the rich ruling class, when they should know that they're greater than them. You want to be richer than a white man? You want to be better than a white man? You want to have shit in the yacht and all of that like the white man? Love your brother.
Right.
Start there. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? When you start to love your brother and love your sister with an extreme amount of brotherhood and an extreme amount of sister, what I mean by extreme, I'm talking about forgiving them,
right,
being patient with them. You know what I'm saying? For being forbearing. You understand? When you can exercise that, the Lord will give you more than some yachts and all of that. You know what I'm saying? The Bible said that heaven's full of many mansions. You understand what I'm saying? All that garbage don't mean nothing to the Most High God. But brotherhood means something. Sisterhood means something. It makes you priceless. I'm going to our point. You understand? It makes you priceless. Show all the brothers trying to get your attention. You understand? It makes you priceless.
Right.
Brotherhood, sisterhood. You understand? A black family being together is priceless.
Right.
It's absolutely priceless. These are the things you got to push for and strive for. You understand?
Right.
That's what makes us better. Hold on, let's get some more real quick. Hold on. You know, let me just keep going in order here. Let's stay in the book of James. Let's go to James chapter. Hold on, was we finished with that? Yeah, we was. Let's go to James chapter 2.
Come on.
Real quick. We're going to stay in the book of James. We're going backwards real quick to chapter 2. And we're going to start at verse 6.
Oh, God. James chapter 2, verse 6. Well, I can have it. But ye have despised the poor.
Now, that's what they're doing to us right now. People despise the poor. Anybody seen that movie? If you haven't seen it, I put a little post. I'm starting to post a little more on this Facebook thing. I'm starting to post a little bit. Starting to post a little more, you know, get the algorithms up for the Hudson Valley or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So there was a movie I seen, and I seen it because Officer Ryan out in Chicago had posted up Vampires versus the Bronx. So let me check it out. Now, you know, it was to me it was good. You know what I'm saying? But it does look like a movie for kids or something like that, to that effect. But it was a good movie and had a good point. It's about gentrification. How I took it is about gentrification and like the true message behind gentrification. If you haven't seen it, go out there and watch it and check it out. You know what I'm saying? Vampires versus the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? How these white folks was bloodsuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like they move into the community, they all nice and they trying to help and this and the other, and trying to make the community better and blah 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 blah. But they would say key things like, you know, it's good to move to a place where nobody cares if you die here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Black people should watch that movie and hear that and say, damn, I do live in this part of my city or whatever, and news cameras don't come here and somebody getting shot every day. Or somebody, a shooting or a stabbing or a robbing or something every day. But there's no news cameras here. You understand? Like that goes on across the earth,
right?
When it comes to Israel. That you live in a neighborhood where you ain't getting, there's no recognition there. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no news cameras coming there. You just are worthless. Right. You're garbage. And if there's 4,000 sisters missing,
right?
But it don't matter because they're missing from some ghetto spot somewhere. So it doesn't matter that they're missing. Anybody know the white girls I was missing? Jean Benet and all of them back in the the white girls I was missing, the little doll, little white girl with the blonde hair and all of that. Somebody came and kidnapped out the window and all of that. Go ahead, brother.
So like if I make sure, is that what Amber Alert came from, a little missing white girl?
Yeah, a little missing white girl. Amber Alert. There's 64,000 black girls missing.
Right.
When I say black, I mean all the tribes. So-called black, so-called Hispanic, so-called Native American. There's 64,000 missing. And I'm sure it's more than that. And they don't even number like that. I'm sure they rounded that thing off. It's probably about 85,000 missing. You understand? And it's growing and growing every day. You understand? Read the scripture again.
Verse 6. But ye have despised the poor.
They despise the poor. They don't give a damn about those 64,000 black girls missing. That's why they made that movie Vampire in the Bronx. And you see they despise the poor. Like they was like, we're gonna you got to get some time and watch that and hear some of the things here. And when you in the UPK, you hear it. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's a message behind this.
Right.
In the world, you watching it, it's just like, oh, vampire movie. You know what I'm saying? Kind of corny. And in truth, you watch it a little differently. You know what I'm saying? And you hear it. They say things like, we're gonna wipe you out like the vermin you are. You know what I'm saying? And things like that. You're like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like these white folks moving into the Bronx, and they're really vampires, and they killing niggas at night, and they putting up missing signs and missing posters of all the brothers. You understand? Okay. These Christian pastors become rich, and guess what? They despise you.
Right.
Let me go over to the Christian church right now with my braid and my beard and all of that. They're gonna be like, brother, it's gonna be a problem. Right. I got to sell drugs or use drugs or something like that when all of them in there is potheads and cokeheads and thieves. We're in the UPK, beards, and guess what? We don't get high in here.
Right.
And we don't steal in here.
Right.
And we don't hate our brothers in here.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And that filthy, disgusting, stinking church is going to probably prejudge me because they despise the poor.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like they're white fathers. You know what I'm saying? They despise the poor. Keep reading.
God. Do not rich men oppress you.
Oppress you? The rich oppress us. You know, it took money to own a plantation, you know. Slaves, you know. And to get the tools for the slaves to use and so forth and so on. It took money. You look now, you go down south now, and you go to a plant, you go to an old plantation, that was a lot of land. That's a big ass house. It's big now. It must have looked like a mansion back then. You understand? The rich oppress us. And we're in a rush as black folks to get rich. I'm chasing the bag. I'm chasing the bag. And all of that. You should be chasing the Bible.
Right.
That's what you should be chasing. I ain't saying don't get no money. I ain't saying don't do that. I'm not saying that. Because money is a defense. Money is a defense. Right? But it's not the only defense. You understand? Brotherhood is a weapon too.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Brotherhood is a weapon too. Right? We can get the money. We ain't worried about that. But we are worried about this brotherhood. Do we have that? Can we keep that and get that? That's what really counts. You understand what I'm saying? Getting the bag and all of that. I hear you. You know what I'm saying? I hear you. That's not what life is really about. Not our life. That's not what it's really about. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep reading. Is it more on that?
Come on, God. And draw you before the judgment seats.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't the rich oppress you and then draw you across the judgment seats? They arrest you. Bring you to court. Now you want to sit in front of the judge and all of that. You can't say nothing. Do what they're going to do with you. You know what I'm saying? You can't say nothing. You got to wait till they give you a court-appointed attorney who's their cousin. You know what I'm saying? Or something. You know, some little drunk, half a drug addict that went to law school that they know that need a little work.
Right.
They're going to give them to you. They're going to come in and tell you how you should just take the goddamn deal. You know what I'm saying? You know, you should just come and just take it. They're going to give you 30 years. Hey, listen, you could be on 15. You're like, but I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. But I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? That's not the point. The point is they're going to give you, you know what, let's just prosecute you, know? You know, so, you know, they're going to bring you from the judgment seat and so forth and so on. These are the people that run America. And I'm going to go vote for them. I want to go vote. You know, Joe Biden said black kids are roaches.
Right.
That for his children to go to school with black children, he doesn't want to go to a racial jungle. You know what I'm saying? He called it a jungle. Ain't monkeys in jungles and shit? Excuse my language. Ain't monkeys in jungles and orangutans and just jumping around, swinging from vines? He don't want that for his children. He doesn't want to have to worry about his kids being hit in the head and knocked out, robbed, and all that. He didn't want that. Now all of a sudden, if you don't vote for me, you just not black. You understand? You see this? And then I gotta hear a black man at my job say, "You gotta pick one of them."
Right.
Well, if I had to pick one of them, I would pick Trump. I had to pick one of them. At least he's out in the open. You know what I'm saying? Right. At least he's letting you know. You know, that's a Chinese disease. You know what I'm saying? Mexicans ain't shit. Excuse my language. I'm just speaking for teaching purposes.
Right.
Right? Might as well vote for him. Of course, I'm a man of the Lord. We the UPK, we're not voting for neither one. You know what I'm saying? We don't vote at all. You understand what I'm saying? We don't vote for either one. But the point is this. These people are absolutely disgusting and despicable, and the rich hate us.
God.
You understand what I'm saying? Keep reading what you had.
God. Verse 7.
You can drop that.
God.
You can drop that. Go to 1 Timothy. The book of 1 Timothy real quick. Chapter 6 and start at verse 17.
God.
You understand? We can go there. You understand? These people bring us in front of the judge, the judgment seats and all that, just like Joe Biden. Joe Biden, he passed on. And what's the girl's name who's front like she's black? Kamala Harris or Kamala, whatever. Kamala, tomato, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She's an East Indian.
Right.
We had a woman come to the camp, y'all ignorant, and all of that. Yeah, I hear you, you ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Because That's an East Indian.
Right.
Care if her daddy grew up in Jamaica or not. There's a whole bunch of people that grew up in Jamaica. Asians grew up in Jamaica.
Right.
That makes them a part of Israel? Makes them part of 12 tribes? No. That's it. They're just Asians that speak patois. That's it.
Right.
You understand? That's all. That's all it is. No big deal. You understand? Both of them are just evil and nasty and disgusting, and they both brought in front of the judgment seat plenty of times. What's her name? What's that woman's name? Camilla Harris. She had something to do with the Oscar Grant case, didn't she, or something like that? Getting them cops off or something to that effect. You know, so you can help me out if I'm wrong. Or something like she had something to do with all of that. Go ahead.
I believe she was the prosecutor at the time. She went in there and said, we're not prosecuting the police.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
It'll be bad business for us.
It'd be bad business. You know what I'm saying? This is now all of a sudden she get a little thing of Red's hot sauce. Now all of a sudden she's one of us.
So like
please.
Just as she get a hot sauce for she see a pork chop now, right?
Yeah, she eat pork chop.
She knows she's not.
Damn. Yo, damn. You know what I'm saying? She eat pork chops. You know what I'm saying? And she keep that Red's hot sauce just in case you want to get a little bit of the pork chops. Guess she eat it with some goddamn Wonder Bread and all of that too, huh? Make a pork chop sandwich. What a filthy, disgusting heathen.
Right.
And that's how simple and dumb she think we are. That she can say she eats some nasty ass pig ass, you know what I'm saying, pork chop, and put some Red's hot sauce on it, and that's gonna make us go vote for the lesser evils. But guess what? It will. You know what I'm saying? It will. That's all. It will, because she eats Red's hot sauce, puts it on pork chops. When you shouldn't vote, period. She's a disgusting, filthy heathen, and eating pork chops is unlawful. There's a whole bunch of sin all in that campaign any goddamn way.
Right.
Filthy and disgusting. But guess what? Unfortunately, our people are falling for that. So what does that mean? What does that mean? We have even more work to do. We have even more work to do. To prophesy, speak to those who actually have an ear. Everybody's not going to get it. Thank God. Everybody's not going to get it. But for those that will get it and can't get it, it's our job to go out there and get them. You understand? This is why we're doing this class now anyway. We ain't doing it for people that already know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're doing it for those that don't know. Right? So let's read what we got.
First Timothy chapter 6, verse 17. Or I can have it.
Charge
them.
Say what?
Charge them.
Say what?
Charge them.
Go ahead.
That are rich in this world.
Yeah, charge them. You know what I'm saying? Hold them responsible for the rich. We should hold Oprah responsible. We should hold Tyler Perry responsible. We should. I'm not going to use LeBron James because he's trying. He's trying his best. We should hold Michael Jordan, who people die in sneakers.
Right.
And then he takes the murderer of the person that murdered for those sneakers. Now he takes that murderer and puts him in his private prison. Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, goddamn, nigga getting paid all around the board. I can't lie and say his hustle game is not on point. I mean, he is hustling. He gonna sell you the product, and when you get killed for the product, he got a nice prison for it. I mean, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? And them brothers is dying over he's better than Kobe. Oh no, he's better than LeBron. Now he's better than Isaiah Thomas and all the rest of this goddamn garbage.
Right.
You understand? When there's some brother somewhere that's probably in a prison system that's better than LeBron, Michael Jordan, and Kobe.
That's right.
He just never had the opportunity.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? There's always somebody better. You understand? There's some 6'9" brother that is working out every day, eating oodles and noodles somewhere in some state prison that will hand LeBron James his ass. You understand what I'm saying? That will destroy LeBron James. You understand? I'm just saying that as because she's just joking around. You understand? But the point is this: we got to charge them that are rich. Charge them that have one of these pastors You understand? These so-called imams and all of these rich, Louis Farrakhan. We can't forget Louis Farrakhan and the rest of them that come up out. They rich. You can just take a helicopter when you want to take a helicopter and all that. You rich. We gotta charge these people. If there's a brother or sister outside hungry and starving, charge that's rich. You mean to tell me Oprah's a billionaire? Why is the brother asking for quarters?
Right.
You mean to tell me Tyler Perry got all that money for dressing like a goddamn woman? Why is the sister out here eating, drinking salt out of the goddamn salt shaker in this pizza shop in here? Acting half crazy. Why is that? How come this brother's walking around with, I seen an old man, it was cold outside, he had a tank top on and no shoes. Where's Michael Jordan at? Don't he make sneakers? Don't he make sneakers? Damn, where's Shaq at? Shaq's cost about $12. And Payless, they still got Payless, or they shut them down? They got Payless and Shaq's on the back of them sneakers. How come this man don't got no Shaq's on his feet? Where's that at, Shaq? You understand? We gotta charge them that's rich. Nathaniel's rich, ain't he? He was on the millionaires list for the purple group, for the purple suckers. You know what I'm saying? They was on the group, they was on the list too, wasn't they on the list of being filthy rich? What's the name? Nathaniel, the detective. Cop Nathaniel, Officer Nathaniel. Yeah, Nathaniel, I think his name is Nathaniel Gray. You know what I'm saying? I believe so. Detective that prosecuted them, tried to prosecute them innocent black men, like the rich do. You know what I'm saying? They try to prosecute them, bring them to the judgment seat, and prosecute them. I believe he's rich too. You mean to tell me what's up? What's going on, man? What's up with all these people out here? You know what I'm saying? Starving and being hungry and all of that. Where you at? Charge them that's rich according to these scriptures. Keep reading. Come on, keep reading, Shaw. No sweat.
1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. Nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living God, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy.
You understand? Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? I want to read the scripture again, but Quash, I want you to read it. Read it. Shaw, you good. You just manned the computer, all right?
Go on.
The what?
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6, verse 17. Charge them that are rich in this world.
Yeah, charge them that's rich, like we just said. Go ahead.
That they be not high-minded.
Yeah, that they be not high-minded. You know what I'm saying? Thinking too much of themselves. Thinking they run this and run that and so forth and so on. You understand what I'm saying? Being high-minded, forgetting about their people. Keep going.
Nor trust in uncertain riches.
Go ahead.
But in the living God.
You don't trust in your money. Trust in God. That's what athletes need to know. That if we walk out of this NBA, walk out of this NFL, walk out of this baseball league, walk out of this, that this thing won't even exist no more. We need to trust in God and not trust in the riches. You understand? That's what we need. That's what we need. Colin Kaepernick kind of expressed that. You know what I'm saying? To where he's still strong. He took his knee. Ain't nobody hire him since. You know what I'm saying? But he's still going. He's making his money some kind of way. He's making his money. I'm sure he's doing speeches or doing something where he's making his money. Good. But this is what we have to do. Trust in God. I'm not saying he trusts in God. Like I said, I ain't seen him in the UPK or doing nothing in the UPK, which is the only black so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American organization in the world that actually cares about their people and will not compromise that. The only one in the world, the whole earth, on the entire planet, is the Israelite School of UPK.
That's right.
You know, so you can talk about the Black Panthers, the Nation of Islam, you can talk about whatever you want to talk about, the Fufu tribe and the rest of them. The only people that care unconditionally is, when I say unconditionally, I don't mean that you can do what the hell you want. What I'm saying is that loves them extremely, that loves our people extremely, is the Israelite School of UPK and the community of YAHANNA.
That's
You
right.
understand what I'm saying? That's it. We're the only ones that love our people like that. You understand what I'm saying? And it's a beautiful and great thing. But we're gonna have to charge them that's rich. We have to charge them that's rich and that forgot about their people. Let's keep reading.
1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 17 at the bottom.
Yeah.
Who giveth us richly all things to enjoy.
You understand? The Most High God is the one that gives us the things to enjoy. He gives us what to enjoy. And let me tell you something. I don't care how much money you got. When you got brotherhood, you're gonna enjoy yourself. We show it every week after camp. We come right up in here and put our little dollars together, and we eat, and we drink, and we play cards, and we chill, listen to music. We do with our little coins that we put together right up in here. That's the Most High God gives that. You understand what I'm saying? The Most High God does that. You understand? The Most High God, He'll give you that good time. He'll give you what you want. You understand what I'm saying? But you gotta trust in Him over the money. Over it. You gotta trust that. Our sisters have to learn how to trust God over the money, because a sister should get wicked with that money. If you ain't paying no bills, the lights are due and you ain't doing nothing. She worried about the lights and worried about the phone and worried about this and worried about that. She worried because the bills. And she worried about it. You gotta have a solid sister in this truth. You know what I'm saying? She ain't worried about no goddamn bills. Right. She trusting the Most High God. Right. We just last week we just dealt with the 7 brothers and the mother. She seen her sons die in front of her. You think goddamn Bill? Right. She seen her kids die in front of her and knew she was gonna die next. Right. And I gotta deal with some weak bitch about some bills. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that garbage, man. Come on. I don't got that bills. We'll pay the bill. Make a payment plan or something. We'll figure it out. Forget all that garbage. Right. Let's serve God, and He'll fix all of that. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. The UPK weak bitches ain't allowed. You're not allowed.
That's right.
That's it. And if you ain't help, you get sifted out and removed. You understand? Nick brothers too. If you're a weak bitch, get sifted out and get removed. Because we serve God in here. We serve the Most High power, Yahweh. You understand what I'm saying? Let's keep reading.
1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 18. That they do good, that they be rich in good works.
That be rich in what?
In good works.
Now, if you do good works, hear me out now. If you do good works, that means you have a good what? Reputation. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing good works, that's what gives you the good reputation. Is doing good works. Read it again.
1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 18. That they do good, that they be rich in good works.
That they be rich in good works. That's what counts, black man. Good works. Not good credit scores. You understand? Not good bank accounts. Not good checkings. Not good savings. Not that. Good works. Good reputations. You understand? Let's keep reading.
Ready to distribute. Willing to communicate.
You understand that? Ready to distribute, to communicate. Willing to give and willing to listen and respond. Willing to understand. Willing to act with wisdom. This is what's needed. Not good credit scores, not good financial backing, and we need banks to rule the earth. No, we don't need all of it. We don't need that. I'm not saying it's not bad to have, because money is a defense. Right. I'm not saying we should not have it, but that's not the first thing we need to focus on. We need to focus on being unified. Right. And having the things that this Bible says we should have. Good communication, morals and principles, forgiveness, charity, patience, forbearance. These are things that we should have first. I didn't read nowhere where it says in brotherhood you need money. I haven't read that yet. If somebody could put up in the chat to where you need money for brotherhood and sisterhood, let me know. I never read anywhere where you need money for marriage.
Right.
I haven't read it anywhere. But I do know about having patience. I do know about having forgiveness. I do know about long suffering. I do know about forbearance. I heard about those things. Those characteristics was given in this Bible.
Right.
I didn't hear nothing about you need to be a rich man in order to keep your wife. I never heard that. I did hear love. You're supposed to love your wife like Christ loved the church. And so I heard these things. I did hear that.
Right.
I heard you should be submissive to your husband because he got money, but because you should be.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I didn't read that in here anywhere. So it's brotherhood and sisterhood over money all the time, over riches all the time. You understand? And if we had this attitude, it'd be less brothers being murdered for bad drug deals and this nigga owe me money and all that. It'd be a lot less killings and murderers and fights and brothers not talking. I ain't messing with him no more. Okay, he did me wrong with that $40. He did me wrong, and now I ain't about the $40, the principle. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. You know what I'm saying? We can put an end to all of that filth and garbage and the disconnect that we have if we're not so in love with being rich, so in love with the money. Go ahead.
So if I may, sir, it'll be less broken homes because we will be arguing with that man about no money.
It'd be less broken homes. And we weren't so fixated on this money. You know what I'm saying? It'd be less brothers sitting in jail right now for child support.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And people, don't get it wrong, people put men support for punishment.
Right.
I watch Judge Mack all the time. Put him on child support. You on child support? No, he pushed that child support. You on child support? Like, damn, how come me and her can communicate and we can take care of this together? Why we gotta go through the courts and be on child support?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where if I get jammed up or something and now I'm late on this payment, now I gotta go sit in jail? Well, how's that benefiting my child?
Right.
By me sitting in jail. Now, yes, there's some deadbeats out there, some brothers that don't want to, so on and so on. You understand what I'm saying? But if a woman really want to get a man, get the baby daddy to get focused, it ain't about the money. There's something wrong with him.
Right.
And here, you know what I'm saying? And putting on child support ain't gonna fix it. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna fix it. There got to be some more work. That's why I suggest everybody need to contact the Israelite school of UPK near them.
That's right.
And get the proper counseling. There's trained counselors in here that can maneuver you through this wicked society, man. You understand? We can go. This is a whole other time. We can go on and on about that. But that child support is all a part about love and money. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit him where it hurts. Hit him in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? All of that, and it destroys those relationships. It destroys brotherhood. It destroys sisterhood. You understand? Let's keep reading.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6, verse 19.
No, you can drop that. That's it for that. Let's go to Luke, the book of Luke, chapter 6. Chapter 6, let's start at verse 24.
This is the book of Luke, or Akim, or Adawanya Mountain.
Come, I got you.
You said chapter 24, right? Verse 24, sir?
Come.
The book of Luke.
No, I'm sorry. Chapter
6,
24. Come.
The book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation.
Now, it says, but woe unto you rich. Now, in the UP Academy, I'm going to break that down. What's woe unto you that are rich? Watch.
Isn't woe like death or destruction?
Absolutely. Death to you that are rich. Right? So it says, death to you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. What is consolation?
Consolation, the comfort received by a person after a loss.
Right. Okay, so let's read that again. So death and destruction unto you that are rich, for ye have received your, read again. Read it again.
Yeah. Consolation, the comfort received by a person after a loss or disappointment.
Yeah, so you received your comfort. You know what I'm saying? Like your death and your death is coming to you, but don't worry about it. You already received your comfort. You've been rich so long, you've been so happy so long. Don't worry about this death, because you live deliciously here on this earth.
Right.
You live good. You're good. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. You good. You understand? Your consolation has already came. It's here. Don't even sweat it. You good to go. You know, you're not old turn laugh now, cry later. You know, you laughed. You good. Now it's time to cry. But don't worry about the crying part, because you laughed so much. Right? Keep going.
Verse 25. Woe unto you that are full.
Oh. And death and destruction are full. And this society has been full off of us. They ate our souls. They ate our spirits. They ate our communities. They ate our ideas. You know, there's black men and women and Hispanic men and women and Native American women that came up with half of these inventions: the stoplight, the air conditioner, cell phone, and so forth and so on. Some of the very things we use, the society made it seem like white men have used them. The greatest men to walk on the face of the earth, they whitewashed. Christ they made white. Paul they made white. Moses they made white. Everybody's goddamn white. You understand? And then if they don't want to be white, you know what? Let's just be neutral. They're olive. Olives are green or black. You understand? Like the Christ is some East Indian somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Some old East Indian sand looking type of dude. Nah, Christ is a black man. Thanks blacker than that.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You understand? These people have lived out here. The rich and black men. This is who you want to be like? I'm not saying don't get the money, but when you all about the money, you're going to obtain this spirit.
Right.
You got to be very careful with that. But you won't get this spirit if you got brotherhood. You can get the money, but don't lose your brotherhood or your sisterhood over the bag. You understand? Keep reading.
The book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 25.
Whew.
Woe unto you that are full,
Uh-huh.
for ye shall hunger.
Oh, one day you're going to be hungry, though. You full now, your belly's full, but one day you're going to be hungry. But read this next line, though.
Woe unto you that laugh not,
Oh.
for ye shall mourn and weep.
Yeah, woe to you that laugh now. You laughing now. You enjoying yourself now. It's funny now. But one day, you're going to weep and mourn. And that's America, brother.
Yeah.
One day they're going to weep and mourn. They laughing now. They laughing now at niggas. They laughing now. They enjoying themselves, living deliciously. They rich. You're poor. They know you're poor. You know how I know they're poor? Because they're gentrifying Harlem.
Right.
The gentrifying. You ever been to Bed-Stuy recently? It's going to be Bedford-Stuyvesant in the Heights very soon.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, they did New York too. They come into East New York. We went to a gentrification party out in East New York where they were protesting against gentrification. That was years ago. They coming for East New York too. You understand what I'm saying? They coming for Yonkers. They coming. They gentrifying.
Right.
You better go watch that Vampires vs. the Bronx, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna hit you in the head with a little something. You understand? They coming. They definitely come. Read it again.
The book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 25. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh not,
Yep.
for ye shall mourn and weep.
Yeah, you're gonna mourn and weep. You understand? One day they coming to gentrify now and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But the one day they're gonna mourn and they're gonna weep, and that's what we do out on that corner. We make them. We make them mourn and weep out here.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? We're gonna make them mourn and weep spiritually, of course. I ain't talking about going out physically and doing anything to anybody. I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that at all. But we definitely out here gonna make them mourn and weep. Because they lived so good out here and laughed at us so good. You know what I'm saying? Pushing on real quick. I want to push some more scriptures out here. Go to Ecclesiasticus. Excuse me. Go to 2nd chapter 7, verse 31.
Go on.
You understand? They're gonna mourn and weep, and they deserve it for all of the mischief they caused, all of that. They're gonna mourn, and they deserve it. Donald Trump, Joe Biden. You can listen. Let me tell you something. Don't go out and vote for no goddamn body. If you're out in the world and you stupid and stuck, you understand what I'm saying? You stupid and stuck out there. You better vote for Christ.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
That's who you better vote for, because these people have caused nothing but mischief to us. But we got Ecclesiasticus.
2nd Maccabees.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, Salaki. 2nd Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 31. Salaki.
31.
Yeah, chapter 7, verse 31.
Come. The book of 2nd Maccabees, chapter 7, verse 31. All right, why you have it?
Come.
And thou that has been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews.
Yeah, for thou who has been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews. We already know who's been the author of mischief against the Hebrews. We already know that, and that is the so-called white man.
That's right.
So-called Asian, so-called African, so-called East Indian, so all of them. You know what I'm saying? They have been the absolute author of mischief against the Hebrews. Who's the Hebrews? The so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans who fit all the prophecies of the Bible. The prophecies and the punishments of the Bible, we fit them to a T. The so-called Caucasian man who says he's the chosen people of God and calls himself Jewish is not the true Jew of the Bible. He is not a Hebrew. We are the true Hebrews.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Why? Because biblically we fit the prophecies and they do not. And they know they don't. But they are good thieves. They are authors of mischief against the real Hebrews.
Right.
You understand? The rich are authors of mischief against the Hebrews. And the people that sold to these people, the so-called pastors and preachers and all of them, they have sold, and athletes and entertainers have sold their soul to this goddamn bastard, and they've become the authors of mischief against the Hebrews. But it don't stop there. Keep reading.
Shall not escape the hands of God.
Yeah, you're not going to escape the hands of God, though. You will mourn and you will weep, like we just read. We just read that you will mourn and you will weep for what you have done. You can't escape the hands of God. Black man, I suggest you don't try to rush to get rich. You don't try to do things to try to, I'm going to get the bag. You got to put the Lord first, put this work first. If the Lord puts you in a position to where you can focus on his word, you better take full advantage of it. I'm not saying don't get no money. I'm not saying don't take care of yourself. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you better take what the Lord hands you. You understand what I'm saying? Take full advantage of it. You understand what I'm saying? And don't get in your mind, I get the money, I get the bag, I get the kids, and all of that. And especially UPK, we don't have to worry about that. There's no brother here that has to go hungry. If they're hungry, it's because they chose to be. And here, there's food galore. You know what I'm saying? There's food galore, there's brotherhood galore, we good to go. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing in here that no brother can't get if he don't need it. You understand what I'm saying? Notice I said want it, I said need it. You understand what I'm saying? There's nothing in here that we can get.
Right.
But out in this filthy, disgusting world, the author of mischief is this white man and his heathen helpers. You understand? But they will not escape the hand of God. They're gonna catch it, and they deserve to catch it. They deserve it. And the spirit that they have on them, we shouldn't be in a rush to get it. We shouldn't want it at all. The spirit that they have. I'm not saying don't get money, but I'm saying don't obtain that spirit that you get with chasing the bag. You understand what I'm saying? Which the hell with everybody else. I'm going to get mine. You better get yours. That's not the right spirit to have, my brother. You know what I'm saying? That's not the right spirit to have. We cannot have that kind of spirit. That's of oppressors. You understand what I'm saying? Let's keep pushing. What time is it?
9 o'clock.
That's that. You know what I'm saying? With that, Pastor Class will preach on with Shaul, man.
Clap.